Now we are ready to start our 2019 K-CPAC Korea Conservative Political Action Conference here in Seoul.
내빈 여러분, 여기 모인 우리가 국민을 깨어나게 해야 합니다. 국민들이 일어나 행동하도록 해야 합니다. 제가 오늘 이런 K-CPAC 행사를 주관하는 이유도 우리가 함께 깨어나자는 그 목적엔 아무것도 없습니다. 여기 오신 존경하는 국회의원님, 애국 동지 여러분, 지금은 국회의원 당선을 위한 표의 목숨을 걸 때가 아닙니다. 국민들을 깨워 함께 싸울 때입니다. 북한, 그리고 그 뒤에 숨은 중국의 음모를 똑바로 직시하고 지도력을 발휘해 줄 때입니다. 그리고 오늘 먼 길 오신 미국인 여러분, 여러분은 우리 조국 대한민국과 함께 가야 합니다. 굳건한 한미동맹으로 공산주의를 물리치고 자유민주주의를 지키는 대장정에 동행해야 합니다. 우리와 끝까지 함께 할 것을 약속하십시오. 다시 한번 자리를 빛내준 여러 내빈들께 진심으로 감사의 말씀을 올립니다.
Political disagreements in America, in South Korea, or in free countries around the globe, political disagreements should never be criminalized. In America, we have two big parties, the Republicans and the Democrats. The saddest thing I have to tell you today is that one of those two major parties, the Democrats, have decided that they hate our president, Donald Trump, so much that they want to use the Constitution, which has these very clear words. They want to use that Constitution to impeach the president. So as you try to interpret what is going on in America, it's important for you to hear an American tell you that what you're reading about impeachment is nothing more than politics. It's not about the law. It's not about having done anything wrong. It's simply about criminalizing people you disagree with politically. But this shouldn't surprise us. If you have a party that is embracing the radical ideas of socialism, they are rejecting the notions of truth and the words and definitions of the Constitution, which for 50 years, they've done everything they could to try to change and contort and distract. So the great news is, I'm a conservative. There's a lot of conservatives in America. There are more conservatives in America than there are liberals. There are more conservatives in America than there are any particular membership of a political party. There are more conservatives than there are even Republicans. We are the most important political voice and voice in our society and therefore in our elections. I don't like what I'm reading and seeing in my own country. I'm worried about what is being talked about. I'm worried about this lurch to socialism. But I have good news. As the chairman of America's CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Conference, and the American Conservative Union, I want you to understand that in the end, impeachment is going to fail. Donald Trump is not going to be driven from office. Not only will he finish his first term, I'm fairly confident he'll get a second term of 4 more years in office. You see, the good news I have to bring you is that in America, it is still true that the people get to decide. The government rules as a function of the people, the citizens, the patriots. They work for us. This is an old-fashioned construct that we are remembering, reinforcing, and teaching, which is the individual. The individual gets to make these decisions. And in America, I believe that there is a growing spirit that under President Trump's leadership, that America's economy is surging, that America is leading overseas, that America is projecting strength, and that America is being great because America is being good.
There are protests if we want to speak at colleges or universities. If we even show up, if someone shows up wearing a MAGA hat, Make America Great Again, they are assaulted, thrown out of restaurants, or spit at. The result is that people are hesitant to say what they think and to say who they support. And they have the nerve to come up with a group called Antifa, which is supposed to be a group that confronts fascism, anti-fascism, when the truth is just the opposite. If you don't think the way they think, then you are to be beaten down by these cowards in ninja outfits and masks, and then the police stand down by order of liberal mayors and liberal county executives and liberal municipality, whoever it might be, a mayor, county executive, legislator. So the First Amendment that our founding fathers created and left their home country for and gave up family and fortune, the First Amendment is daily being squashed. So you are only allowed to think one way, and if you don't, you're a fascist. The tip of the spear in this fight is Donald Trump. He fights incoming every day. He is a man who is committed to making America great again. He is a man who has sworn that socialism will never be a part of the American system. And he is a man who has sworn that whatever our religion, we should be able to practice it and not be embarrassed by the left, who accuses us of everything if we simply practice our religion. And those running for president now, the Democrats, all support Medicare for all, free health care for everyone. And that includes the millions living in America who are illegal immigrants.
So job number one on April 15th is to take back the National Assembly. April 15th is do or die, now or never. Now it's time for you to defend your freedoms, to defend your democracy, to defend your republic. Moon has reversed decades of liberalization and democratization, and he's taking South Korea back to a very dark period. The South Korea of tomorrow could resemble the South Korea of the past. Worse, it could look like North Korea. Moon, by word and deed, is pro-North Korea, pro-China, anti-America. In short, he is a danger to you and your families. So Moon, despite his low popularity, can prevail. He can prevail unless you conservatives are united. So I say, don't fight yourselves, fight Moon. All of us in this room, we have one thing in common. We are here to pledge to defend the Republic of Korea. So I say, unite. Unite for your families, unite for your country, unite for freedom. Everyone, take the flags and wave them. Take the flags from you and wave those flags. America and the United States stand as one. And we will stand as one as we pledge to defend your country and for your country to defend ours. USA, USA, we will stand as one. And because we stand as one, freedom will never die. So let me hear you say it. Let me hear you shout it. Freedom will never die.
북한을 포함한 우리나라에는 미국을 침략 국가라고 비난하는 사람들이 굉장히 많습니다. 근데 우리는 잘 생각해 보십시오. 우리가 미국으로부터 무엇을 빼앗겼는지. 우리나라의 영토는 여전히 한국의 땅입니다. 그리고 우리의 경제는 과거 제국주의처럼 수탈을 당하지도 않았습니다. 오히려 우리는 많은 혜택을 받았죠. 2차 세계대전이 끝난 지 5년 만에 다시 한국전쟁이 일어났습니다. 이때 석유 한 방울도 나지 않는 한국에 미국은 많은 군대를 보냈습니다. 뿐만 아니라 냉전시대 때에는 자유진영과 공산진영이 나뉘어 싸울 때 최전방에 있었던 대한민국의 경제발전을 시켜서 자유진영을 지킬 수 있는 특혜도 주었습니다. 그 결과 하루에 한 끼도 못 먹던 나라가 지금은 자기가 돈을 내서 다이어트를 해야 될 정도로 풍요로운 나라가 됐습니다. 세상의 어떤 제국주의 국가가 동맹국을 위해서 자신의 적자를 감수하고 이러한 지원을 하겠습니다.
When I first came to Korea in the early 1970s as a college student, there were open drainage ditches in parts of Seoul and just a handful of modern hotels. Water buffalo tilled rice fields in the farms right outside of the city. But over the decades, that combination of the work ethic, ingenuity, and education culture of the Korean people, along with some American assistance, have made Korea one of the most advanced and prosperous countries in the world. Today, Seoul is as fast-paced and modern, and in some ways more modern, than my hometown, New York City. When the U.S. first opened relations with China in the 1970s, we hoped China would follow a similar pattern. So we assisted their economic development by investing in Chinese industries, by giving China preferential treatment in trade and tariffs, and sharing our technology and offering educational opportunities to Chinese students. We believed that as China modernized and became prosperous, it would move naturally to a more open economy and society, toward free market capitalism, to an increased individual freedoms and human rights. China is building a Eurasian empire not by conquering lands through invasion, but by dominating their economies with these new land and maritime trade routes that they alone will control. Ultimately, China wants to push the United States out of Asia and out of the Western Pacific, or at least dictate the terms by which we remain. President Trump believes the Chinese are wrong. Millions of Americans believe they're wrong, and that democracies and free markets remain the only and best way for people to ensure their own peace and prosperity. I believe millions of Koreans think the Chinese communists are wrong too. And that's why you're here today. That's why our peace-loving friends from Ireland are here. Our peace-loving friends from Hong Kong were here. Our friends from Japan are here. We believe, and I believe, that together we can demonstrate and to the communist powers of today, just as we did to the communist powers in all the decades past, that the future belongs not to the Chinese authoritarian state. The future belongs to those who would be free.
자유의 새벽은 대한민국뿐만이 아닌 동아시아 전체에 큰 자유의 물결을 일으킬 것입니다. 이제 더욱 굳건한 한미 동맹을 토대로 한국과 미국이 함께 인류의 마지막 2년 전쟁에 참전해야 될 때입니다. 그리고 승리해야 될 때입니다. 한미 동맹이 전 세계 공산주의 국가를 모두 해체시키고 나면 앞으로 다가올 4차 산업의 시대에는 한국과 미국이 새로운 글로벌 리더로서의 역할을 반드시 해낼 것이라고 저희는 확신합니다. 역사를 잊은 민족에게 미래는 없습니다. 만약 미국이 한국 전쟁에 참전하지 않았더라면 대한민국이라는 국가는 탄생하지도 않았을 것입니다. 만약 한미동맹이 굳건하게 유지가 되어 있지 않았었더라면 대한민국의 이 눈부신 경제 발전은 절대 있을 수 없었을 것입니다. 이처럼 대한민국이라는 국가의 건국과 발전에 큰 도움을 준 미국에게 이 자리를 빌어서 감사 인사를 드립니다. 이제 완전히 새로운 세대가 이끄는 완전히 새로운 대한민국이 더욱 강해진 한미 동맹을 통해서 중국과 북한의 해체라는 공동의 목표를 향해 나아갑시다. 이제 대한민국에는 자유, 번영, 교양, 존중을 중심으로 한 새로운 문화가 탄생할 것이고 그 중심에 자유의 새벽당이 있을 것입니다. 그 변화의 시작을 미국 보수연합인 ACU 그리고 CPEC 그리고 미국 대통령 도널드 트럼프와 함께 할 수 있어서 큰 영광입니다. 우리 함께 인류의 번영을 위해 걸어갑시다. Let's make a new future with a new generation. Thank you. 감사합니다.
보수주의의 가치는 기본적인 가치는 자유민주주의입니다. 지금 이 정부는 자유민주주의의 자유자를 빼는 개헌을 하려고 하고 있어요. 그러면 어떻게 되겠습니까? 인민민주주의도 민주주의죠. 그거 우리 받을 수 있는 겁니까? 자유라는 말을 쉽게 생각하면 안 돼요. 우리가 쉽게 민주주의 그러면 당연히 자유민주주의다 이런 생각을 해왔지만은 이 좌파 세력들은 거기에 교묘하게 민중민주주의, 저쪽에서는 인민민주주의, 민주주의라는 이름을 붙여가지고 국민들을 속이고 있는 겁니다. 처음에 이제 민주라는 이름으로 사람들의 생각을 혼란에 빠뜨려 놓고 그 다음에 좀 사람들이 바뀐 뒤에 2차 단계로 정말 사회주의 혁명을 만들어가는 이런 것이 2단계 혁명 전술이에요. 지금 그런데 이름이 그럴듯하다고 해서 민주라는 말에 현혹이 되면 그런 큰 오류가 있을 수 있는 겁니다. 자유민주주의. 오늘 이제 한미 보수가 함께 이렇게 자리를 마련하게 된 것을 뜻깊게 생각을 하고 저희 자유한국당은 그 자유민주주의를 지키기 위한 보수를 지키기 위한 강고한 노력을 계속해 나가겠다는 말씀을 드립니다. 감사합니다.
바야흐로 대한민국의 보수 세력이 총선 승리와 정권 교체를 위한 기지개를 펴고 있습니다. 이런 시점에 대한민국 헌정 사상 최초로 한미 보수 연합 대회가 열리는 뜻깊은 자리에 함께하게 돼서 영광입니다.